Big thanks to Anime Jungle for sponsoring this review. You can check them out in the link in the description. Kaiju, Dragon Ball, Pokemon, and more. It's Steven's Toy Reviews. Hello there, collectors. It's Steven here, and I'm bringing you another Kaiju Bangaichi figure review. Actually, it's going to be two figures. Yep, we have the Brothers Gargantua with Sanda, the brown Gargantua, and Gaira, the green Gargantua. That's right, and Gaira is actually the first of the Kaiju Bangaichi figures to be released. Pretty dang sweet. Yeah, so some folks know this as the premium Bandai line that's been mentioned in different Facebook groups and on different forums, but the proper name, Kaiju Bangaichi. So a fun fact, Anime Jungle was actually able to get a special production reissue of these guys, so yeah, they are available for the US market. But are they worth the purchase? Well, let's take a look to see whether or not they're worth adding into your collection. We'll go ahead and start taking a look at the good guy first, right? Or, I mean, depending on how you look at things, maybe the good guy? We'll take a look at Sanda first. So, Sanda is going to be the brown Gargantua, so pretty cool. He's brown, yeah. Brown, woo, all right, that's it. No. All kidding aside, I really do feel like this is the stronger of the two, most notably because, one, it's not going to take up a huge amount of shelf space because he's not throwing his arms up in the air, which that's actually something I really appreciate. But what's also really cool here is that not only are we going to have a darker base color for the figure, but whenever we take a look at the paint applications, we can definitely see that Bandai had to take into consideration that they needed to show the details. So we do have that dark base color, but they had to use brighter paints here and there to really bring out some of those finer details. So all the details on the face look just great. The teeth are all nicely painted, no issues or concerns there. As we go on throughout the rest of the figure, we can see that the scales, sort of the skin that this guy's got, that is painted differently from the fur, and there's a little bit of the paint used from the fur that does bleed over into the skin patches just a little bit, but that's also to sort of, I would like to think of it as anyway, simulate how in real life, how you're not just going to have fur in one portion of an animal or hair, just not one part of your body. You're going to have little specks here and there as well. One of the neat things about these figures that I really like, and you're going to see it on his brother as well, is that there is notably a little ridge that goes down the back of them, almost like it is a zipper. Oh no. Yes, so overall, for paint applications for the brown Gargantua, I think they did a rather good job. I think for the eyes, maybe it could have been tightened up a little better, but given the size of the figure and, well, the fact that this isn't going to be a model kit, I do think that this is rather good. Taking a look over at the green one, Gaira, I do feel it is the weaker one, but at the same time, it is still very good. The paint apps throughout the main body of the figure are going to be what really sells this here. What I do feel is the weakest aspect of, well, both of them combined, so there's that. For Gaira here, what we have is white used for the eyes. We have a pink coloration for the mouth. We actually have a little bit of red thrown in there as well, and those are very bright colors against the very dark aqua colored skin for his face. So it really does stand out and there's no real blending. If we bounce back over to Sanda for just a quick minute, we can see that there's some paint blending in for the eyes. So this way it's not just a simple boo, a scare there. So this one, I think it could have been executed a little better, but generally speaking, the actual application of the paint is not bad. Perhaps that's just a personal preference. So like I said, throughout the main body of the figure, it looks very, very cool. It looks like a swamp monster. So we do have a dark green that is used for the actual vinyl of the figure. That's going to be for sort of the scales, the skin of the figure. And then we sort of have a brownish, greenish color that's going to be used for the fur or the hair throughout the figure. And just like on Sanda, we are going to have a little bit of quote-unquote spillage over onto that skin area on the body as well, because again, it's not perfect, which is not what what I would expect it to be. And hey, that's pretty good. For the claws, we are going to have a sort of tannish color that is used, which does look very good, except for one little pinky. It looks like they didn't get the paint to wrap around the entire nail up on the upper side of the hand, which, I mean, that's fine. It's just a minor issue that I'm kind of picking nits at. So yes, overall, Gaira does look good. I just wish that they were able to execute the face paint a little better when it came to the eyes and the mouth. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at exactly what I'm talking about when we take a look at the tags. So these figures really do capture the Bandai vinyl normal line movie monster series and whatever else Bandai's released in their history, because not only do they come with a bag and header card to help increase that premium format, they do come with the classic hang tags. So taking a look at Sanda's here, we have a nice promotional picture, looks very good, very stern looking. We have lightning in the background, pretty cool. And then on the back of that, we're just going to have some stuff in Japanese. I can't read Japanese, but there's a QR code for you if you would like to take a look at that. And then taking a look over at Gaira, you can see exactly what I'm talking about for the face and how that should probably be done if they were able to go back and do maybe an updated paint coloration of this. You can see that there are some darker paints that are used for the eyes to really blend them in rather well. But on the back of the tag, it is pretty much the same as Sanda's. So for articulation, it's going to be pretty basic. We're just on both of them going to have swivels at the shoulders. Not too much here. These are not action figures. These are just going to be vinyl figures. You can spin the arms around. Gaira does have a little bit of a frustrating quality to him where he doesn't necessarily want to stand up perfectly if you just put him down. He likes to fall backwards. That's why you do see me use a support stand with him throughout the review, just because sometimes he likes to tip over. But when you're real gentle with him, he can stand up fine on his own. Now we're going to go ahead and move on over to a size comparison alongside the Kaiju Bangaichi Frankenstein, because these all go together, don't they? Yeah, they do. Pretty much forgotten kaiju for, well, even kaiju fans in and of themselves. So yeah, it's good to see that the family is all together here. So buy now, skip, or wait for a deal. Quite frankly, if you're going to get one, you're probably going to want to get the other. And yeah, if you get them, they're great. I mean, realistically speaking, there's not a whole lot to be said here that is a pain aside from when are we going to get SH Monster Hearts? You know what I mean? Probably never. So yeah, these are definitely good to get. If you're a fan of the classic Bandai figures, the classic Bandai scale, and well, guess what? We never got these in those older Bandai lines. How about the newer stuff? Nope, never gonna happen. You can get the super expensive X Plus stuff, or you can get these, which are rather affordable considering that they are a premium Bandai product and made in limited quantities. So, yeah, if you're looking to pick these guys up, there is a link in the description. I do recommend it because I was kind of on the fence on them. I'm very happy that I have a chance to review these for you guys because, yeah, these are pretty sweet. I like them a lot. Well, collectors, that brings us to the end of the video today, and I just wanted to take a second to thank you so much for watching. Now, you've heard a lot from me. I'd like to hear a little bit from you. Drop in the comments down below whether or not you liked it, you hated it, or maybe you were somewhere in between. I also want to take an extra second here for a nice, humongous thank you to all the patrons for STR over the last month who have really helped the channel grow into what it can be today. So to all of you, 2 big thumbs up. Thank you very much. And now the end card should be popping up, which will give you a few clickable links, like maybe to subscribe or head on over to my Patreon, or some short URLs like to my social media or to my Teespring store. There's also a video I hand-selected for you, so if you want to watch another STR video, I hand-selected some good content for you to watch, so definitely check out that video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch ya in the next video.